There was a recent article in the New York Times. It was front page on the Sunday Business section, or you can read it digitally, and it's called specifically, What's Your Workplace Personality? And the author, a woman by the name of Emma Goldberg, did a wonderful job in talking about how utilization of personality tools can help an organization and understand the nature of the people, either on a team or bringing somebody in, perhaps candidate evaluation, perhaps onboarding, whatever the case may be. And it was excellent, and I was delighted to see positive coverage about what I've been doing for a living for 24 years. It was kind of reaffirming. Thank you, Emma. That was very nice. The article primarily focused on understanding the nature of the highest behavioral trait and how to work with a person that's got high dominance or high extroversion, or whatever the trait is, which is great, and it's relevant and it's important, but it's not to the depth that really provides a client with value. Yes, you obviously want to know what the highest behavioral trait is. That's valuable to know. But you also want to know what the lowest trait is, because you need to understand the relationship between high trait and low trait. If you have high dominance and high patience, that's very different than high dominance and low patience. So understanding not just the nature of the high trait, but understanding the nature of the low trait is very relevant, as is what's in between. How all of the traits relate are relevant and important for you to know. So high trait, low trait, trait pairs, high dominance, high patience, high dominance, low patience, high extroversion, high conformity, high extroversion, low conformity. All of those things make a big difference, as does trait intensity. Just by saying, oh, somebody's extroversion is high, it doesn't really tell you that much. You really need to understand how high or low a given trait is relative to the other traits, because that starts to tell the story. So now you're getting into far more nuances, which allows you to know the person better. At least the person that they say they are, because that's the other side of the coin, which is everybody has a persona. Everybody has a face that they present, be it in business or home or at a Little League game or whatever the case may be. People have a persona. But that's not necessarily the whole person when you peel that away. And a tool that allows you to see not only the persona, but who the real person is, has far more value, because as a leader, you want to be managing the real person, not the persona. And so that's what we do. It's more complicated. It is more complicated. It's why you can't find it on a Matchbox, or you can't necessarily get it for free. And even if you could, the amount of data that you'd be looking at and the nuances of understanding people would be something that you would want to have some coaching and guidance. And like almost everything else in life, if you do it right, you get a lot of value out of it. And if you don't, you probably don't get a lot of value out of it. So, great article. We posted it to my LinkedIn page, so you can find it there. Or if you're a New York Times subscriber, you can go into the archive, and it may still be live in the business section, but I'm going to guess by the time you're looking at this, go into the archive, and if you type in the exact title, you should be able to find it. What's Your Workplace Personality? Or if you type in Emma's name, Emma Goldberg, you should be able to find it that way as well. Thanks for listening.